nimmst du Hotelkugel und dann sind wir Turn 11.
Ja, beide mal geradeaus.
Ja, Turn 11 bin ich geradeaus.
Okay, Jungs.
Nochmal habe ich den Turn 2 verloren.
Los geht's. Welcome everybody, DTM Oschersleben, race 10 of the 2026 season, and we have our 3 quickest drivers here from today's race. For the first time this season, our 2024 champion, Mr. Mirko Bortolotti for TGI team by GRT Lamborghini. In P2, we have our championship leader, Maro Angel, for Mercedes-AMG team Ravenol. And P3, our Saturday's winner, Thomas Pryining for Manthey Porsche. I think, first of all, that was a big round of applause. Mirko, congrats, what a race. First DTM victory for you since your championship winning season. First DTM victory for the new Lamborghini Temerario in the 10th race of this year. You had not the easiest time last year and also at the beginning of the season, so how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel amazing. It's also my first win with the GRT in DTM. I've never won a race with them in the past, so I always finished second or third in my first DTM year. So it's great to finally get that win. And yeah, generally speaking, I can't really believe it that we managed to pull it off. It's been, as you said, it's been a tough year. It's been tough 18 months for myself as well. Last season has been tough, but yeah. That makes it feel even better to be back on the top step of the podium, especially in a race where we earned it on track. Only for one situation, I think Tommy's pit stop in the end was a bit unfortunate, which gave us the lead. But other than that, we really managed to get ourselves with the strategy and with the race we did up to P2. And yeah, so I'm really proud with the result, with being able to take the first ever win of the Lamborghini Temerario worldwide and in the most important championship is something I'm really proud of. And yeah, just big thanks to the team, to Lamborghini for all the hard work. And definitely we will celebrate a lot and we will enjoy a lot this day because yeah, we are in a development season, so I don't expect to be fighting straight away for wins in the next races. We will have to start from scratch on every track where we go because it's the first time we go to all of those tracks with the car, and every FP1 is a bit of an adventure for us. So yeah, it's a bit of a different kind of season, and that's why I think a win like this is even more valuable, even more important, and feels even sweeter.
What makes the Temerario so quick around here? Not you were very quick today, also Luca Engstler in the Abt car. So what is it that makes the Temerario so fast around Oschersleben?
I don't think we were the fastest out there, to be honest. I think that we've seen on both days as the gaps are reduced to a really small amount. I think there are like almost the entire field is covered by 8, 9 tenths, and it's difficult to really pull it together and make the difference. So I think that actually the balance between the cars, from what I could see this weekend, was quite good. Everybody was super close to each other. And the tiniest of mistake or the tiniest detail make the difference in one way or the other. And I think that's what makes Oschersleben so special, especially in a qualifying session. In the race, it's a bit different. As we all know, it's a difficult track for overtaking. But given the fact that we have the 2 pit stops, I think that the strategy was the key factor today on this success in our case. And yeah, we managed to be at the right spot at the right time. We had 2 clean pit stops, pitted at the right time. I think the in and out laps were really strong. So you need to have all the elements together if you want to win a race like this. Otherwise, you will not win it either on strategy alone or on pace alone. You need the whole package.
What was your strategy in the race? You pitted quite late, so there was the Maro in P2, and while we questioned already how Maro made the move, suddenly there was a gold Lamborghini in P2. So what was the strategy for the race?
Well, I think it was important to, looking at how we ended up, it was important to jump or get ahead of Maro at the start, as we started alongside each other. Obviously getting through relatively cleanly in the first lap. I was with all 4 wheels in the gravel at the exit of turn 3, but managed to survive. And after that, I mean, we knew that our tire situation was not the best, because obviously we did the full distance yesterday. We had, all of us, we had 3 sets, one from qualifying, which was the best. So for me, I tried to go as long as possible on the first set with my best set of tires, as we were forced to start on that set, and it worked out really well. Sometimes this strategy works, sometimes it's not good. So you always have to decide at that moment and see what is the right time for that day. And today it worked out really well. I think that was a key factor. And obviously, as I said before, I mean, the pit stops were super good from the crew. The in and out laps were good. We didn't end up in traffic going out as well. This helped. And at the end of the day, I managed to keep Maro behind after both pit stops. And as I said before, I think if everything would have gone smoothly, it would have been Thomas' victory. In the end, unfortunately, for him, they didn't have a good pit stop. Honestly, I take it because, I still enjoy the victory, but obviously I'm sorry for him that it didn't work out for him with the pit stop.
Within the last 3 weeks, you went from the lowest low to the highest high with the GRT team. So you had a really a hard weekend with the team, not yourself, but with the team at Norris Ring with Max and his accident. So what are those? Can you describe those emotions within the last 3 weeks?
I think we have a strong bond. We are a great team. We really enjoyed every minute, and especially in tough seasons like these, it's important to have a good connection with everyone and to have some fun and to make the most out of these weekends. And I think that's what we're doing. It's really a shame what happened to Max. Also would like to have a thought on him. I know he's recovering, and I also want to dedicate this victory to him, because I mean, we are good friends, and I still cannot really believe what happened there, how unlucky you can be. But as I said already a few weeks ago at Norris Ring, he's really strong. He's already on his way back, and I can't wait to have him on the other side of the garage.
Thank you, Mirko. Then we move to Maro. Maro, congrats. P3 yesterday, P2 today. Still in the championship lead. So overall, a decent weekend for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. It's been a really strong weekend, and I have to say massive thanks to the crew. Today, our race result was pretty much everything down to strategy and pit stops. Obviously, yesterday we lost a position in the pit stop, but we sat together and we knew how we wanted to come back and how the team and the pit stop crew, how they wanted to come back. And so I'm very pleased for them that they managed to really deliver today. Windward is known for strong pit stops, and that's exactly what they did today.
But also for good strategy. So there was a hell of a strategy. You jumped from P7 to P2. So how did that work?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the key was for sure to go long on that first set. Similar to Mirko, obviously we didn't have the best tires with the second and third set, and so we went long on that first set. Didn't feel that we had amazing pace, to be honest, especially at the beginning of the race. But yeah, the track position through the pit stop was great, and then we chose to go for the fresher set in the middle, which helped us to sort of put pressure on Mirko, and then made the final stint a little bit more difficult.
What were you thinking when suddenly Mirko appeared in front of you after the first round of pit stops?
Yeah, obviously he was ahead of me before the first pit stop, so I was expecting him to come out ahead. And around here, if you can get by until turn 7, then I think you have a good chance. If you can hold the car behind you until turn 7, then it becomes difficult to overtake. And so I knew after turn 7 would be difficult. Obviously tried everything, but yeah, didn't have a clear chance.
So and then you stopped all at the same time for the second, or at the same lap for the second time, coming in one train. So was that kind of bit of a lottery then?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think I certainly expected Thomas to go on and to win this race, and I have to say, I mean, I hope he doesn't threaten to retire too many times more, because this probably could have been a 56-point weekend for him, and I think it's our luck that they had an issue. It shows how teams are operating on the limit. Yesterday we had an issue, today them. I think these pit stop crews deserve much more praise than they're getting, and obviously it hurts when you lose a result, but yeah, it ebbs and flows, and in general they're doing an incredible job, and obviously, yeah, we benefited there. And I knew on the outlap, both Mirko and me were pushing pretty hard. It was quite fun to see, actually, doing some wild swerving and trying to get tire temperature, but there was no clear chance to get Mirko, and then obviously he pulled away.
Thank you, Maro. Thomas, a little bit was missing at the end, maybe 1 second after such a great weekend. But still, are you satisfied with P3 at the end?
I'm satisfied with the weekend overall. I mean, it's been phenomenal. I think we scored more points now than the rest of the season combined, so it's difficult to complain. Of course, I would have liked to win the race, but I would like to win all of them. That's the mentality. So generally, the weekend was great for us. The car was perfect, and also in the first 2 pit stops of the weekend, we were the quickest, and mistakes like this, like today, can happen. It's very, very rare that something happens in our team like this, so that's racing.
Pole position again this morning, then you had a good start, but after turn 1 there was Luca next to you and a little bit ahead, but you could manage to keep him behind.
Yeah, I mean, he just passed me on the way to turn 1. I thought I got a good start. In the end, I obviously dictate when we go, so I think he had a very good reaction time, and yeah, he just cleared me before turning, and luckily he missed the braking for turn 2. Otherwise, I would have lost the lead there already. And then it's been a pretty good race. I mean, on this track, it's so difficult to overtake on track, and then. Yeah, even in the first round of pit stops, everything was smooth. And also in dirty air, it's difficult to follow each other. And then obviously at the second pit stop, we lost some time, and then we were P3 and we stayed there. I had to defend a bit from Marco because, well, he had a lot of pace, and in the end we didn't really. So nevertheless, all in all, obviously, like I said, we scored tons of points for our standards, and I hope we can continue to race at the front.
This weekend we tried something different, and this question goes to all of you 3. We tried something different and made the podium ceremony not in the pit lane, so made it in an area which can be accessed by fans. So how did you like that idea?
I like the idea. I think the idea is great. I think it's cool to have so many fans around for the podium. On both days I couldn't see my team, so it would be nice to have a small teams area. And maybe you could brush a bit, because yesterday we got 2 punctures from the podium. So other than that, all good, really enjoyable.
Mirko?
I think it's great. Has a bit of a USA IMSA victory lane character. Was lucky enough to experience it twice in Daytona, actually 3 times. So it's cool. I really like it. The more crowd we have around the podium, the better it is, in my opinion. So I really enjoyed it.
Okay, Maro?
Yeah, absolutely great. I was saying earlier, in general, I don't know if I've ever seen Oschersleben as full of fans as we've had this weekend. The atmosphere was great, so great job to everyone, and thanks to all the fans for coming out, and fully agree. Would be nice to have a small teams area in this victory lane, let's call it. But it's a great idea, and it's great to get the fans involved, and obviously great atmosphere.
Yeah, we had 55,000 people here at Oschersleben over the weekend, which is really great. So, do we have any questions here from the floor? No? Then thank you, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon, and see you in 3 weeks at the Nürburgring.